crazy, so bear with me.
Okay.
So you've got these 5 people going to trial. Eric Boyd, he was found guilty for being an accessory to a carjacking and failing to report the location of a known fugitive.
Okay.
So he was sentenced to 18 years in federal prison.
Oh, well, I still kind of threw it at him.
But I guess somehow they were able to get him on some state charges, and he was given 18 in federal and then a life sentence on state charges.
Oh, okay.
What's his name? Latalvis?
The federal will probably come off like kidnapping and carjacking or something like that.
Latalvis Cobbins was found guilty of the murders of Channon and Christopher, and he received a life sentence without parole. No possibility of parole.
Fucking kill them.
Lamarcus Davidson was found guilty of the murders and the rapes, and he received the death penalty. The friend George Thomas was found guilty, was given a life sentence. I guess in the murders and the carjacking,
Jesus.
All of that. Vanessa Coleman, the girlfriend that was involved, was found not guilty of murder, but sentenced on some lesser charges, and she was given 53 years in prison.
Jesus.
Now, here's what gets me.
They were not playing.
Latalvis had his girlfriend Vanessa along for the ride, right? So, she's chilling with him. They commit this crime. They come back. They got this couple. And she's just going to sit by and let her man rape this girl?
Yeah, and torture these...
And repeatedly have sex with this girl?
Yeah.
And she's okay with that?
And
is like okay with it?
Let alone the brutal shit.
I mean, and I just think like, what the... Is she... Okay, first, if she's fucking dumb, she's a dumb bitch.
She has some kind of personality
and then
deficiencies,
two, like,
for sure.
I just don't even know how you could participate. You're the only female in the house, and you're going to let them do this to another female? I don't know. I can't wrap my head around it.
Well, then she deserved them fucking 53 years for not picking the phone up.
She did. Well, the defendants appealed their convictions after the judge, Richard Baumgartner, I think's his name. He was one of Knox County's 3 criminal court judges. He was forced to resign in 2011 after admitting he was addicted to drugs and bought them from convicts.
Uh-oh. Damn, judge.
You know, they look at these cases, and they're like, okay, so this judge was on drugs and under the influence during these trials.
Oh, no. No, wait, is it going to get retrials?
So 2 defendants in the case were granted new trials. Vanessa Coleman was granted a retrial. She was convicted on those lesser charges.
She's going to get less than 53 years.
They gave her 35 years in prison with the eligibility for parole this year.
Oh, she did. She made out on that one. That's a big
George
improvement.
Thomas was resentenced to life in prison without parole. So basically, he wasn't given a better sentence.
Right.
His sentence stuck. And Eric Boyd, he appealed his sentence as well. I mean, he's still in jail. There was a lot of
those people.
Backlash on this case. Bloggers, a lot of media critics. I mean, they were pretty pissed off because they felt like this case was largely ignored by mainstream media.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, they think that it was a racial issue because the victims were white and the 5 assailants were black. And some people were outraged and were calling it a hate crime. But local law enforcement said it was just a random act of violence. I'll get that out. It was a random act of violence and it didn't really have any racial motivations. I mean, it wasn't like the assailants were purposefully hunting down this white couple to
how do they
rape
know that?
and torture
How
and
do
kill.
they know that?
It didn't really feel like it was any kind of racial thing, that it was really kind of a crime of opportunity. They just so happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
So brutal.
I know. But there was a lot of outrage over it, and that's why in the beginning I mentioned this is a big case, but not commonly known.
Well, so even if you have the possible racial tones to the story, but then it's so brutal, I'm just surprised the national media didn't jump all over it.
Right. And so a lot of people think that it was some kind of
pushed to the side for a reason.
Racial issue because maybe they didn't want to escalate tensions in the Knoxville area. I mean, who knows?
But I'm surprised I don't know this story good because it's a horrible tale.
It really is. In October of 2008, Waste Connections, the National Garbage Collection Company, and remember there was the witness who worked there,
right,
that testified in the trials, they bought the house at 2316 Chipman Street and had it demolished.
Good.
Right. So
Those
it's been torn
houses
down.
like that should always be demolished.
Now, we borrowed some stories. We did some research from Knoxville News Sentinel, WRCB-TV, and from the court records. Because I access, for a lot of our cases, I look up the actual court records.
You're
so you're
right.
getting the testimony and of course, some of the testimony from YouTube. So that is how we were able to compile this. So just want to let people know
those were good, well-written, done sources.
Well, those are some of the sources that we used in this case. But I remember when this happened, and I had just moved back, basically, to Western North Carolina from California.
Oh,
when this
wow,
had happened.
name dropping.
So I just remember when this happened, and it was so horrific.
That's horrible.
It's a really sad story. I just feel terrible
for nothing
for this girl's family.
All those people did that night was kill these poor people, break 2 families, destroy them, and ruin all their own lives in an instant.
Exactly.
It's just totally that's senseless violence. Drives me crazy.
Yeah, I know. Just
like when I called you earlier today, can I tell people just
sure
in a 1 minute?
He's passionate, y'all.
So I was listening to 60 Minutes podcast, which I don't know if you guys have discovered. There's Dateline's doing some, which is basically just their episode on podcast format, and 60 Minutes is doing it. But it was 60 Minutes Australia, so all the cases I had never heard. So I was very excited. But anyway, the Michael Glider, I do believe was his name, case, who was convicted of 66 counts of molestation against children. So he got 16 years for that. Ooh, 16 fucking years for attacking and harming a child over 66 times or whatever.
Yeah, we have some feelings about these pedophiles.
And then they proved that he likely killed the little girl. Okay? The one, because he would drug them. He put the drug in the fucking Coke. Every kid likes Coke, right? He's the piece of shit I hate. Because he chums up to these hardworking single moms and acts like the best guy in the world, friendly. Oh, I'll watch the kids for you.
Of course, that's what they do.
These fucking sick people get the kids access to them for like 8-10 hours at a time. And they just do this. And he would drug them and they'd fall out. And he would do all these pictures. I mean, just sick, disgusting. The one little girl dies.
Okay.
And they finally can prove that he had the little girl when she died. They let him plead to manslaughter instead, because his intention was to drug her but not kill her.
Because there wasn't like a malicious intent.
Yeah, so his intention was to drug her and take pictures of her and do all kinds of fucked up shit to her while the poor little thing's passed out, but not kill her. And they're gonna let him plead.
I know you called me and you were very upset.
I was upset.
I know you were pissed off.
I was pissed off.
He was ready to jump a plane and go to Australia and protest or something.
Because I always ask you, why is the world not protecting the kids, baby?
Yeah, I know.
But anyway, so but I had to tell them because I can't talk to them because Facebook fucked us. They killed us.
Our Facebook page, which was very active.
Oh, it was exploding.
We're in some kind of Facebook jail because of the organic growth our page has had.
The bottom line was we grew too fast. Is that even a thing?
Yeah, they treat us like we're like a spam account.
Yeah, we set off the spam algorithm because we had such growth. And it was all because of our good friends out there and all the fun we were having.
Basically, the Zook doesn't want us to have a good time and wants us to pay him money to advertise instead of just getting
the organic growth got on their nerves
in a natural way.
And and by organic we mean all our good friends out there that spread the word and we share things with each other. Yeah, Zuck didn't like that shit because it was happening for free. It was people powered.
Fuck the Zuck.
Fuck Zuck.
Yeah,
that'd be a good t-shirt.
Yeah.
But anyway, so if you guys have noticed anything different there, that's what it is.
Yeah, if you're not seeing all those Mountain Murders posts.
We miss you.
We're still posting. You just actually have to go to the page to see it because it's not showing up in a feed.
So everybody out there who hears this, come see the page and like something so we can just say hi.
Yeah, no kidding.
We might be back sometime.
And of course, you can find Mountain Murders wherever you get your podcasts. Hit subscribe, give us a 5-star review. We're also on Patreon, so if you want to go over to our Mountain Murders Patreon page, you can sign up for just a couple of bucks a month, $3 a month, and you're going to get extra bonus content, photos, videos.
Yes.
Lots of good stuff there.
And also directly, no middleman or corporation. You can directly support us here.
Yeah.
To keep having fun.
To make a great deal of money doing this.
We know.
Labor of love.
But there is some stuff goes in it.
But we appreciate your support.
We do.
No matter what. We love our fans.
And also, right quick, if you are unfamiliar with Patreon, we have an option for PayPal, right?
Yeah, we do.
Didn't you just add that?
Well, no, we've had PayPal for a while, baby.
Oh, but
if you want to make a one-time donation to PayPal, you can do that. Mountain Murders Podcasts at gmail.com, and you can send us over $1.
Or for $20, we'll cover a case you name.
$20. If you want to pay us $20, you pick a case.
And we will
we will do it. It doesn't even have to be a regional case.
No, it's any case you want.
Appalachia.
Any
Cover
case
Gacy,
you want.
Jack the Ripper, whatever you want.
Your crazy uncle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, guys. Peace out.